Okay, so Alejandra, can you give me a summary out of those two videos?
A summary about these two videos is that they start to define what is binge watching and have another names like binge view or marathon view, and talks about how people watch a TV show or a movie or a lot of movies just in one sit, just in a, like, how was it, just being in their couch and start to watch some program.
Okay.
This term is start to use in by Netflix in 2014, and it's some research said that 73% define watching to see 6 or more series or how do you say this, episodes
Okay.
in one sitting.
Wow, that's a lot.
And researchers have argued that this binge watching thing is based on the context and actual content of the TV show. I don't know why I put that. I didn't understand that. It says that now this term is a cultural phenomenon that have this popularity because of certain apps like Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon. Let the viewer watch whatever they want to see. It also said that this that having these apps is helping against the piracy, because people could like help, like watch their programs just paying one thing. And and now people are watching this more than reading this. It's like it's like a way to people is changing the way they spend their times. That's how I see. And also the video talks about the problem with some social values, that people have problem with their friends, with their families. And the University of Texas said that this is related to depression, obesity, and loneliness, and other illnesses that have to be with this loneliness of being watching TV all day. And also the both videos talks about that this could be like an addiction, because the body and the mind didn't know, like being in the same, like doing the same like this doing the same for a long period of time is not helping to your body. So it's not helping like to being like, how I say, like being active. the person just being like sit and watching things, and when the person have to be with others, there's where the person is having problems.
Okay. Okay. So just let's go deeper into some points. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the author was, I mean, authors of both videos, they were stating that there's a new feature around viewers, right? And that would be the binge watching, which is basically what you have said.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you one of those binge watchers or not?
I used to be a binge watcher,
Okay.
but I tried to not, because I think it um, takes a lot of your time. I do it, but I sometimes put just some like funny or like these very live programs.
Okay.
So I do other things while I'm like, it's like just put the TV, put some show, and do it. I don't know, like doing the home, uh, um, how do you say, like, I don't know, clean the house. I don't know. It's like
Okay.
just doing my things while I put the TV with some shows.
Okay. Can you remember which was the last TV show which you marathoned?
I just finished Dark again because I didn't remember the the last season, so I just finished that yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. And which was the longest TV show that you have ever seen?
The longest, I think it was Betty.
What was that?
That is in Betty La Fea. Is in
Ah,
Netflix
okay,
now,
got it.
so it's very long because I think the episodes have 40 minutes, but Netflix cut it to 20. So there is like, I don't know, 123, and the episodes ended like 331, I think,
Okay.
episodes. So it was very long, but it was very funny to watch.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's a very long TV series. In Netflix, is it like a soap opera or is it like a sitcom? I mean, my
No,
question
that
is
is
if it is still the if
uh,
it is faithful to the original version.
no, it's the Netflix upload, the original one, the Colombian
Ah, okay, got it.
or Venezuelan one, I don't remember.
Yeah, because there's a new one, right?
Mm-hmm. No,
And
I
that
think
is
they used to have the other one, but now they have the original.
okay. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Good. So TV series. Which is your favorite TV series?
My favorite TV series, I think is still being this anime, Neo Genesis Evangelion.
Wow, that's a very good one.
Yeah, I used to binge watch that series
Okay.
while I have the a site on internet that is all the chapters of the episodes. So
Okay.
I used to watch it a lot. when I was a teenager.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I think they uploaded that into Netflix again. I think.
Yes, I try to watch it, but I think I if I still watching it, I like how do you say like uh, como gastarlo. I think they watching it a lot. I
You will burn it out. You will
yes
burn it out.
yes. So I think that just happened once that when I was teenager, I watched it a lot. So it was like no, I'm going to take a um like a pause, like a break for a for a couple of years to keep the
Okay.
magic.
Okay. Uh, yeah, I know. I mean, not that I know, but I've read that Netflix has both the rights to broadcast Evangelion and that they're doing a new version of it. I don't know if you heard about that.
Um, no, I just hear that they want to end the last movie,
Okay.
but I didn't know that they want to do another rebuild that they already have.
Mm. Yeah, that's very interesting with Evangelion, right? That they had rebuilt and they're retelling the story every single time. I
Mhm.
think it's
So
interesting.
mhm. I think I think even the author itself maybe is like okay, that's it, but maybe it's like a, a marketing thing to do it again.
Yeah, but what do you think why do you think the author is doing that? Why do you think that the author is doing that? Like he that author doesn't have any more imagination, any other resource to create any other anime, or is it because he wants to retell the story because it is always incomplete?
Mm, I think maybe he wants to make a new one because uh, I think they're in the 90s. Maybe there is no the the animation technology that now I the world has, but I think like he's out of like he doesn't have to he doesn't want to uh, well, I don't know if is it like is maybe they want that he ended it, but he said like okay, I ended it already, but okay, let's try again. He have done he didn't have a problem with doing it again, but maybe um, he also didn't have an idea to end it if he ended it already. It's like okay, I will try it, but it's just like a more content, just like what could I do, what I could add it, but I don't think that he's like doing it because he really wants to end the things. It's just because okay, let's do it something new, and this series have a lot of um, um, have a lot of how would I say like not importance or maybe yes.
I think
Let it,
Evangelion is a very relevant piece of art within
yes. So
science fiction. I think I know I'm telling you the truth. I think it is a very relevant piece of art inside of science fiction as a genre
mhm,
worldwide.
mhm,
Probably that's why the author is always having this opportunity to keep doing it, like rebuilding it every single time.
mhm,
But the problem is that apparently it's a story that will never end. I don't
mhm.
know what you think about that.
I think the same. It's like maybe he wants to do more for the series, but he also is like, but I don't know. Maybe I think that the idea that he didn't have the idea to what to keep on with that, like something that maybe make herself feeling comfortable with the um, with his choices about
Okay.
the series.
Hmm.
It's like something maybe just to keep the series alive. But I think the series itself is it could like how to say like uh, without the reveals. I think that the series have the same impact that uh, it has in the 90s.
Okay.
So maybe it's because he's like taking his time to do the last movie. So I don't know what to expect about it.
Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid, I watched Evangelion for the very first time, and it blew my mind. It was so powerful, and the topics were so controversial
Mm-hmm.
that I really liked it, and most people liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also apparently that has to do with a moment within Japanese animation, I think, because at the very same time you have Ghost in the Shell with all this cyberpunk stuff going on. So it was
Mm-hmm.
another point in which you can also have this reference to a genre, to a bigger genre, I believe. Okay, let's move to the idea of apps. I think it's a very interesting thing. What do you think about streaming, video streaming? What's your opinion about that?
I think it's a good way to watch whatever you want to watch, because in the TV, even if people have like I don't know this I don't know how it's saying in English, like this paid television. I don't know,
Pay
como
per view? Like what do you how do you
como cuando nos dice el cable, como no sé, tener
oh
cable, no sé.
cable? That's it.
Cable? Ah, just
Yeah,
cable?
the
Ah.
cable. You had the cable or satellite television because cable is quite old. It's a very old
Ah.
version of it.
Mhm. I think even if a person have this the satellite TV, they're always want to choose their what they are want to watch. It's like these apps helps you to decide, even if you um, even if you have um, like just one um, like how to say this even if you are just one person or four, like that family thing,
Mhm.
you could decide what you want to watch. It's like uh, that like um, give you the power of the decision that how many times you are going to watch. I sorry, you're
Okay.
going to watch something, or how many episodes, or um, how many people could watch um, with your account, etc. But
Yeah,
in the cable is different.
Yeah, I think it is. This is a very interesting thing to think a little bit about because it will tell us how the media will evolve in the future. I mean, because when I was a kid during the 90s, we don't have this cable television, so we just have the public television,
Mhm.
uh, and you cannot choose anything.
Mhm.
Therefore, you just have to wait for a time during the day in which you can watch cartoons, right? It was in the
Mhm.
morning and then around the 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But then with cable television, you have these cartoon related channels, right? But
Mhm.
nowadays, kids are even able to choose which cartoon to watch. I mean, because they have access to every single one of them. Well, most of them, right?
Mhm.
So what do you think? How this will evolve into what this will evolve?
I think this could be uh, maybe this could be helpful, but also the people have to be responsible and have control about how consume these these apps, because sometimes how the video set, uh, a person could spend like days or even weeks watching some program, and that is not healthy. And even if the kids do that, maybe that's is also not helping. If a person maybe don't put, if the person don't put like a limit to to itself, I'm maybe if there uh, we have like having that conversation about the how consume these applications with kids, with every person or that needs this, that have these applications, that it's like, oh, you have now your infinite content application, but you have to um, be aware of uh, how many time do you spend on it.
Yeah, but do you believe that people can be too much exposed to a media, or do you
uh,
think it is not harmful at all?
I think it's not harmful, but when it's start to be harmful, we have to be able to stop ourselves.
Okay.
Like, oh, I'm spending all the night watching this. I'm going to know that this, I don't know, new day, because it's still being uh, I don't know, maybe a person didn't eat just to end uh, a, a TV series. I don't know, for example. And there is some people that I know that spend a lot of time watching TV series, or doing like whatever they want to do, but uh, that how I see in the video, that maybe create an addiction that takes you like away from what you have to do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got it. I understand that. But what about the? I'm thinking of. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about the fact that uh, streaming streaming is just another way in which we can watch television, right?
Mhm.
Which is not that different from any other way, any other form. But my question, then I start thinking if this is like a very specialized or even a specialized, how can I say that? A very specialized or very specific form of seeing or to expose yourself. And that's why we are so into doing this binge watching? I don't know if you understand that the question, because I can't see anyone binge watching public television.
Mhm.
I can't imagine that, but I can imagine someone binge watching Netflix, a TV series in Netflix. And my thesis is they do that because you have one episode after another. So binge watching would be related to the app and not because of the TV series. I don't know. What do you think about? What do you think about that?
I think I have an example with a grandma that uh, she likes to watch a lot of TV, like the public TV. She hasn't. Had. She hadn't. She didn't have satellite television, but she likes to watch every single program that is in the open television. So I
Mm-hmm.
think she is like the definition that I have with of being watch. Even I think she um, she died a few years ago when Netflix it is being a thing. But I think she would like to have Netflix because she likes to watch everything that she had like in television, everything. I think that maybe it's like an addiction to have something to watch that because with the apps there's more people that maybe is doing it, but I have the example of my grandma and maybe my family that we likes to watch TV series or movies. So
Mm-hmm.
it's something like I don't know. I have that example, so I think it's maybe just the way that and now a lot of people is doing it because it's more like accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But with this open TV, my grandma used to do it too. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but do you think that your grandma is actually binge watching, or just um, letting that thing to be on for the sake of hearing something?
No, she actually enjoy every single TV show that she have in front of her. Like she really, really, really enjoys watching TV. I don't know, maybe sometimes we take her to the cinema and she was very, very, very old and she even liked the movie on so I think maybe it's just now it's with the app, but if a person really likes having like an addiction to movies, like it doesn't care if it's the application or is the open TV. I don't know. I have
Okay,
like
good.
that way of seeing just because I have that example.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I know. I got it. I got it. Then let's talk about the future, okay? Do you think that these apps will last for too many years, or if this is just a momentary situation?
Mm, I think maybe they're going to how would you say like mutate. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
because maybe now we don't have these public televisions, but so we have now these I how is it smart TVs,
Yeah.
and there is a lot of people that having these smart TVs like let them to decide what they want to watch. So maybe there is like not only how to say, maybe it's going to mutate to something, but I don't know. It's um like uh, hmm, like maybe something like we can like maybe it's like mix between, I don't know, like you could see binge watch your series, but maybe you can program why to see it. Like it's like, I don't know, maybe having a like a crazy idea, but it's, I don't know, it's like um every single day at 5 o'clock I will watch, I don't know, South Opera. And so
Mm-hmm.
I like put my Netflix on. Okay, Netflix 5 o'clock. Put Betty. I don't know. So if I remember that at 5 I'm going to watch that while I don't know doing other things, the like TV maybe just start to put it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to like doing that thing of being on the catalog or etc. And maybe
Yeah.
program spaces to have publicity. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's
Yeah.
like a mixer.
Yeah. It is. It is. It is a very interesting way to see it. I believe that you can actually do that now. I think.
Yeah, I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't have.
Yeah, but you have to. I think. I think. I'm not sure. I think
Mhm.
that you can do it by using this Alexa, Amazon. Have you ever heard about that?
It's like a not. I don't know if it's a robot or like
Yeah,
a.
it's a sort of artificial intelligence that you can actually buy at Amazon, and they're
Mm,
selling them. Is Alexa in Amazon, Siri
mm,
in Apple, and Google has this. I don't remember the name, but you can actually say that to the machine, and then the machine will go and pick that TV series up for you, and then program that to watch it uh, during
uh,
any time. You can, I think, I'm not sure because I don't have any. I've never had one of those because they're expensive,
mm,
I believe.
mm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the. Okay, we already talked about apps, TV series, and cultural phenomenon. Okay, this just one little thing that you mentioned is about piracy. What's your opinion about piracy?
Mm, I really don't have problem with piracy, but because sometimes it's really difficult to watch some programs, and I already watch a lot of TV series or movies before Netflix, and even now I watch some animes on like pirate sites.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have like a problem, but I agree that sometimes if I have, I don't know, Netflix to watch it, it's better to watch it there because it's helping like the author. But if
Yeah.
I don't have any way to watch it in my, like, I don't find it in internet, or I didn't find it in anywhere, it's just okay. I'm going to watch it like pirate.
When you talk about piracy, what do you usually do? Do you download or do you just go to these web pages and then stream it?
No, I used to just watch it on uh, web pages
Yeah.
because I'm not really good to download things.
Yeah. Okay.
So just
Yeah,
put
and
it.
actually
Yeah.
downloading is apparently is a waste of time. I think
Mhm,
it's not like in 5 years ago with when you had to download.
mhm,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I also tend to download. I'm teaching a film course at the other university, and then in order to get the movies, I have to go on Piracy and download them. And I know that is wrong. I should be buying them because, but I don't have enough money, so I just have to do it in that way. Uh, so you said you don't have much problem. What would happen if then you will create something and some people will pirate your creation?
Mm, I think that um the other I don't have like problem with that if you couldn't like pay for it, but if a person don't have to pay it and find a way to have what I like, uh I don't know, if maybe a book, I think I don't have like a problem with that, but it's maybe just like for information. I like, or not information, but it's like, oh, it's uh or it's like something that have problems with maybe the way, if a person that don't like just uh pirate just for pirate, is I don't like that. But if it's pirate just for that other people seen, I make it accessible for everyone, I think I don't have maybe a problem. But if a person could afford it, I don't like. Sometimes I
Yeah,
think if I could afford things, like if I could pay for it, I will do it. It's like, oh, if I could help my favorite, I don't know, artist paying their, uh, I will do it. Sometimes
yeah.
it's like,
I'm I'm thinking about the or my experience with piracy,
mm-hmm,
and I totally agree with you. I used to buy. Well, I really love video games, like with all my heart, since ever. So when I was a very little kid, well, not a very little kid, with the PS1, I go and buy. I went and then I bought lots of illegal games, right? Like piracy games.
mm-hmm,
Most of my games, I've never buy. I have never bought any no original video game because
mm-hmm,
during those days. But nowadays that I am working as a teacher and all my stuff, I just buy original video games, and I really prefer to do that. I think is fairer for the is just it is just for the developers. But because I have the money. When I
mm-hmm,
don't have the money, I just can't do it. Therefore, I had to go and buy these download games, right?
mm-hmm.
So I'm totally agree with you. Yeah. Have you ever bought Have you ever bought anything, any a very expensive thing that you might also got it illegally, or you have never
Mm,
done that?
I think some programs, because I have, I don't know, maybe I have a cousin that, uh, like how to say, have passed to me have antivirus for free, and
Okay.
it worked very good. Or some maybe, uh, I have a friend that have these external memories that
Mhm.
is full of series.
Mhm.
Most of it cartoons like Hey Arnold and etc.
Oh, beautiful.
So yes, so it was like, oh, I don't have problem because we shared this thing with friends, and like we are doing it like for love of series, of love for our movies, etc. It's
Yeah, but
not just for. Mhm.
wouldn't you prefer to have that Hey Arnold, Hey Arnold, original DVD box set with all these beautiful drawings and stuff to put them on a shelf, and you can actually use them and touch the DVDs, or doesn't make any sense for you?
Mm, it depends, I think, of. Uh, mm, I think it depends. Maybe with the because there's some things that a person couldn't uh, like try it. I would say like is for example, I don't know, like the other no, I think I don't have that problem now. Maybe I
Yeah.
just I was thinking that I think that I could have like very expensive, but I think that it don't. Like no, I don't have like problems with the Chinese things that one sometimes we see in the mall, the Chinese
Okay.
mall that sometimes we said, oh, this is the same that I see like very expensive. It literally said like I don't know, Sony and Sonia is like okay, I'm going to take the Sonia one to see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, I sort of agree with you. I can have pirated things, but I do want to have some originals. Like I've been thinking about that now, and I would really love to have the Lord of the Rings books, for example, in the
Mm,
most expensive, hand drawn with real leather cover something. I don't know. I really would like
mm,
if I can have them. Wow, I would be very grateful.
mm.
But for example, I don't know, maybe I don't know, movies. I don't really care if they are pirated or if they are original. I just want to watch a
Mm,
movie.
mm. I think
So
it could be with some objects
yeah,
that we could maybe want for being like I think that I know I think that I don't like to be pirate and it's makeup because I am very allergy, so
mhm.
if I use things that are like not original, I really have like a very horrible reaction to
Yeah,
things that
because that's a medical issue, right? So you have to go and
yes.
spend some money on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
understand it. It also happens to me. I also have this I don't know, allergic skin. I don't know how to say that. I have this very I don't know how to say that in English. This very delicate skin, I would say. So I can't
Mm-hmm.
use I can't use alcoholic perfumes, for example. So I have to
Mm-hmm.
go and look for them and take a look whether how much alcohol do they have and spend the money basically because they are more expensive
Mm-hmm.
than the others, right? So I totally understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And makeup is very expensive. I know that too. If you want to
Yes,
buy good
as
ones.
mm-hmm. So it's like okay, I have to spend money here. I could just buy it everything because I have that allergic, or I have also allergic with the earrings. So sometimes I
Yeah.
see some very beautiful earrings, but
Then
I
you can't use
couldn't
them because you
use it.
get this reaction. Yeah, I know.
Yes, it's like it's what it are very beautiful.
Yeah, I had one of my friends. I remember when I was at school, and then one of them, she had that problem, and I laughed at her because I didn't believe that would be that reaction would be possible. But then one day she showed me, and her ears were really red and
Mm-hmm.
swallowed, right? Like very big ears. It was quite funny. I mean, I know now
Yeah.
that it is not funny, but back at those days, it was very funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
it
if
was,
that happens to you.
Yes, it's very sad, but because sometimes I don't know, I want to go out with my friends. I'm going to their houses, and they tell me like, "Oh, use my earrings. They look good with your outfit." And I try to put it, but instantly my ears is going to like a tomato and start to hurt very much, and I
Yeah.
have to put out because. The ear starts to like getting big, so sometimes I think that they didn't go out, so it's like, okay, I'm going to take out, so
Yeah.
maybe I'm going to explode or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that. It is not pleasant at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then girls. I mean, boys, girls, anybody. They had a
Mm-hmm.
very horrible time with their ears swollen. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Alexandra, I think we have been talking for a long time. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
stop recording. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, stop recording. Okay. I'm going to do this. Voy a cerrar la reunión para obtener el video.
Mm-hmm.
Obtengo el video, te lo subo a YouTube, te lo mando.
Yep.
Te lo mando, tú lo analizas.
Mm-hmm.
Nos juntamos, lo conversamos.
Yep.
¿Ya?
¿A qué hora nos juntamos, profe?
Oh, yo creo que me voy a demorar harto en esto porque tengo que convertir esta grabación en video y después tengo que convertir eso, pasarlo a YouTube y ahí te lo mando. Atenta al correo, todo lo que te puedo decir. Porque se
Yep.
me ocurre que como a las 4 va a estar listo. Creo.
Ya, profe. Mm-hmm.
¿Ya? Así que atenta al correo nomás. Ya, Alejandro, hago todo esto y nos contactamos.
Ya, profe, nos
Ya,
vemos.
vale. Estamos al habla.